What's up, nerds? Welcome back. How y'all doing? Refresh that. What's up, Mornio? How are things? As well as I could be. Oh, yeah, that's kind of the way of things, isn't it? Let's see here. Everything is up and running. I made all my posts. I'm good to go. There, that's running. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oop, oop. Okay, so we're gonna be doing some PvP today, as I spend most of my time doing anymore. A lot of PvP. We'll see what's going on out there. Let's see how the fighting is. When we were playing the other day, it wasn't on Tuesday. It wasn't so great. There's a lot of skill delay still. It is active, for sure. And as far as I can tell, everything looks good on all the outputs right now, so we should be on Twitch, on X, on YouTube, landscape and vertical, Instagram and TikTok. Everything should be up and going. So there's that. It's Thursday, so we get both of our presents. We got Virtue Cap. We hit. Oh my gosh, I have so much stuff in my inventory. Enhanced XP supplies. I definitely don't need those. Let's sell some of this junk that's in here. I'll keep the theme. Get rid of that. That's just gonna go. Bye bye. And that's gonna go bye-bye. Well, part of it is just the amount of stuff. Like when you do all this stuff. Oh, these are all vivids too. I need to put this stuff in shared. Pretty soon it's gonna be time to go through it and get rid of some stuff as well. Runes and runes and runes. Yeah, see, I don't get my 18 till next year because I didn't start early enough in the year for it to count as my but it's okay. It's okay. Let's see here. Where was that? Enhanced XP supplies. That'll go in there. Sweet. Actually gather. Oh my gosh, I have so much of that stuff. What else? What else? Vivids. I should have a decent amount of those. So throw those in there. Fireworks. See, fireworks should be in the bauble category. I hope that those go in there at some point, because that would actually take care of a lot of things. So I hope that's the case. I do have black steel keys left. I actually have a cracked Umbari tracery I need to deal with yet. Potions of rapid crafting. That needs to go in here, so I don't accidentally spend that. We're actually going to put our steel keys in there too. Oh, there's a lively. I don't really need that with the amount of vivids that I have. What's this? Treasure field? No, get out of there. We don't need that. Those are actually good to keep. I don't need Daleman's crayons. It's like March 7th. I think my creation date, I can't remember. I want to say it was like beginning of November or something like that. I can't remember. Because sadly I didn't have a PC that could play it right away, so that was that. Wait, there's that theme that's gonna go in there. Just give me a little bit more room to deal with some of this inventory stuff. Morniel, were you able to get one of your characters up to 150? I forget. I had other reasons. Morniel's 124-ish? Okay. So I think I'm good on that. I know as soon as I say I'm gonna put away my blue gear here, things are gonna happen. But we're okay. It is fine. Damn. Hair's looking good today, I gotta say. Look at that. I never actually used that burial essence. Okay, so we should be good now. Okay. 126. I myself am sitting pretty on 126. 18 creeps out. Oh, let's go. Oh, it's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be a fun one. Okay. I shouldn't actually ask for groups yet. I need to pick up all my quests. I need to go to Offspring Beer because I haven't actually turned stuff in there in a little bit.
Mind my words, traveler.
Oh, we minded.
Not have the courtesy to hear my tale.
All right, let me get up to Ost real quick. Yeah, you should be fairly close, right? It's like 120 to 130, somewhere in that. You should be close. All right, so the plan here is we're gonna go up to Ost. I'm gonna go turn in all that stuff and get that out of the way first, and then we're gonna find out where everybody else. It looks like they're probably at TA right now because it says Hordale. So we'll go down there. I just got power through it. Just got power through it. We do have a split map, so that's good. I'm just waiting for the first chat message to say something about DP being out, and I'll just like... I just hate the reference even. Alright, there's our kill quest.
Can I speak with you a moment? Greetings. Would you do something for me?
Should have done this the other day. I would have had so much more renown. But I was a dummy and I forgot. Because why? You know why? Why would I do the thing that's the easiest part of being out here is turning this stuff in?
Stay and have some
You know?
tea. Hello there. Could I take a moment?
Like I said, if you guys need enhancement runes, one of the best ways is to come out here and do this stuff. How many enhancement runes do I have? So let me open these. Well, once I get this done, I'm gonna open them all up. I'm gonna show you. Crate TR. Okay, well, I better turn this stuff in quickly because they're probably gonna be
I don't know if you can
making
help
their
me.
way.
Oh, you startled me. Will you help me?
Yeah, it shouldn't be as bad now because it really shouldn't be as bad now
I don't know.
because
I'm
there's
sure.
larger groups out. So
I don't know if you can help me.
oh, I don't know if you guys all saw that they're gonna be doing server restarts for the 64-bit servers on Fridays now.
Stay a moment.
Kind of makes sense going into the weekends. Makes kind of sense. All right, so here's the deal. I have 184 enhancement runes right here. What's up, Ponton? How you doing, buddy? And then in here, what rank are we looking at? 15. Wait, where did I put them? Did I put them in tracery carry-all? I did. So I have over 1,000 of these purple ones. So almost 1,200 of these enhancement runes, which are the +2s. Now, granted, they're not +4s and +3s, but it really doesn't matter when you have this many. Like, I could make weapons just no problem. Do I have any other tracers in here that I should put in? Do these go in there too? No? Oh, that's kind of dumb. Not gonna lie, that's kind of dumb. Okay, well, Pot, what are you up to, buddy? What do you got? Why is there crate at 10 o'clock Eastern? How many people are on? Alright, the routing is kind of shitty. Am I the only one that watches from YouTube? I don't know. I'm just doing my part, man. Just turn it on. There's no excuse not to be able to see me. I'm on every platform. Except the green one. I refuse to be on that one. All right, let's buff up because if the wargies are going to be pouncing, the wargs are going to be pouncing. We need to be able to deal with that. Yeah, dude. I don't know how many people watch on the other platforms really. I have all the chats up with the exception of X, but yeah, Orneal's over there. There you go. God, 300 FPS out here in the moors. That's wild. I'll tell you, this AMD is nuts. All right, those wargers are gonna be coming down the hill, and they're probably gonna pounce me here in about 3 seconds. Oh shit, they took the R too. Okay, well. It's got the little baby lag spikes, so there's something around here. Yeah. Pretty sure they just saw me. Yep, they saw me. What is better financially? Twitch. That's what I put all my resources into. Like, so think about it this way, Garrett. As far as live streaming, being available on all the platforms is cool, but my main focus with that is always Twitch. I feel like despite any platform's problems, I still think that Twitch is the best live experience. The best VOD experience is still... Oh, I'm dead. There's so many. I only did a little damage, get some tags on it. But as far as VOD content go, YouTube is still going to be king. And then for all of us that have short attention spans, then, you know, shorts and TikToks and all that stuff. Well, that's kind of interesting because the DMCA should apply, you know, equally across all platforms, because it's, you know, it's a law, so it should apply equally. Which is just, it's just kind of crazy. DMCA is actually one of those things that really needs to have, needs to be looked at, I think. Because you got to figure DMCA was made, what was it, like in 2000, 2001, something like that. Yeah, so what's up, Leonor? Elliot, what's up, dude? What you guys playing tonight? Well, let's see if I can get up there. I don't know if I'll be able to make it to Drake in time. CS2. Nice. I don't have enough alcohol for CS. I don't understand what you guys are talking about. DMCA is the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. So it's the law set of laws in the U.S. that protect it protects the people who are making like music and stuff like that. It protects them from their IPs being used without permission. So like the music that I play on here is actually off of a platform called Epidemic Music. So I have 2 of my channels licensed to play music. So I can play stuff on Twitch and YouTube. So and it just happens the other platforms don't really give a shit. So just really because they haven't been attacked yet. So what's up, Brant? I'm gonna get my shit kicked in here in a second. DMCA strikes through Neuralink will peak you. Oh, they just like shut you down. Just shut your brain down. Ooh, wouldn't that be weird? They could just like isolate audio and be like, no, you can't listen to that. You're not, you don't have a license. A Disney streamer, literally somebody that goes and live streams from Disney. So there's a lot of bloggers that'll go to Disney and to Universal, the parks, and they'll live stream their experiences, or they'll record and post stuff. So, but like if you were to do that on Twitch, a lot of your stream would be muted because of the content, like the audio content in the background. So, but Epic's going to be the same way because a lot of the digital, I mean, just all the copyrights. Copyrights are very heavily protected in the United States. This is always something you gotta think about. I'm not gonna make it. I made it. Just give me some tags. There's so many freeps up here. So I actually have a question for anybody that's watching on Twitch. Is it do you find it bothersome if the streamers ask for you to subscribe? I've always been curious about that. Oh shit, that hurt. That hurt very much. Not follow, but subscribe. I've always been like fairly quiet on that. Like I don't really ask for that stuff much. Ooh, don't hit me please. Don't hit me please. Or like, what's your thoughts on kind of like call to action stuff? Asking people to do things. Creeps coming? Creepies? Creepies? Are there creeps? Yes. Oh my gosh, there's so much up here right now. They're gonna try to loop around and get KB on that. Oh no, 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 no. They know I'm not in a group. 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 Gotcha. There is so much going on up here right now. See if I can cop a res. Come on, team. You're on the dragon side? Come on. Whoa. Yes. Wait, I'm gonna tag me, baby. Yeah, I'm on GLAMDRING, which is one of the 64-bit servers. Yep. Yeah, I'm still like, even with all this going on up here, I'm still like peeking in the. Wait, did we get Garages? She's still up? Oh shit, she is. She's healed. Yeah, still around 100 FPS right here. This is on full DX11 Ultra. There's still got little spikies like that too. And damn lore master skills. It's always the lore masters. Always blame lore masters. Even if there's no lore masters around, then you blame them for not being around. So lore masters are like the ultimate scapegoat if you think about it. Yeah, but it's their fault because they're not there. Gonna need to focus on the Drake. Ooh, no, no, no. I don't want to get hit by that. No. Don't have anything left in the tank. Don't have anything left in the tank. No. I get credit for that. I mean, they were and they weren't. Like, you could call it what it is, you know? Oh, I have no idea, dude. I mean, I'll say this is a good thing about being an AoE spec, is like at least I can get some tags in if I'm solo. Okay. I mean, that was kind of fun. If I had to guess, there's probably 2 right now. Should be my guess. No, it doesn't, because I need 141,000, and that was 360. So yeah, you're correct. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's go back over to this PvP tab. Are they still down here? Or are they just waiting for it to... Just waiting for her to reset. don't really see. I don't get why this group just keeps spawning. Is it just because the eggs just indefinitely respawn? So I guess we're just, there was kind of a draw on the last one. We didn't actually get any. Just like not kill her in time or what? I don't understand what happened there, to be honest. Okay, I think there's some more fighting up here. Yeah, I feel like I've been in the 30% for a little while now. Oh, hello. What's up, guys? I guess the team went the other way. Can't loot that in combat? Alright, fine. Sky, what you up to, buddy? How are things? I get some of this ore while I'm up here. This is funny because Snowlock always posting an OOC about having room for group, and I will not get in that group anymore. One, because I don't want to sit in his stupid Discord just to hear him bark out commands like I'm a melee. I just follow target assist. I literally don't need to know anything else. There's nothing else that I need to know. Okay, that sounds like a good little night right there. Kill these guys anyway. I think tomorrow's gonna be a little margarita night, I think. Life's been good, man. Work's been a little crazy as of late, but That's what I hate about war leaders too, is he's just gonna sit there and heal himself. I won't be able to out damage it. He was immune to that stun. See, I can't see. Eh, fuck you, dude. This was so dumb. This is like, I can't out damage it, so it's just pointless. So let's see if I can do this in time. I'll be in single target. Where do you run off to? Yeah, man, life's been good. I've been just trying to do all my stuff, man. Just trying to take care of work stuff, trying to stay motivated in the content creation world. There's a lot of other stuff. Like, I really want to start, like, it would probably have to be a separate channel. Like, I couldn't do it on this one. There's no way. I've done it a little bit here and there, but what I would actually like to start doing to some degree. Wait, what are they? They're on Gandhi. Oops. I would like to actually start streaming golf more. Whether I go to the range, whether I'm in the garage, actually playing around. But that would have to be a whole separate channel, because that, one, I just don't think people care enough about it. From the community that we've created here, I don't think most people give a crap about that. So yeah, and I know there's some people that would do that. There's like a handful of people that would watch, but like from a content creation standpoint, you have to be careful. Especially with streaming, you have to be careful into not like alienate the group that you created your channel around. And so that's always going to be a challenge for me, because this was obviously built around LOTRO, and to like is the fine point on it, and then a little bit broader we can say MMO, and then a little bit broader we can say gaming. But outside of that, you know, it's just not really, it's not really there. I need to redo buffs. Who's this? Yep, it very much is. So that's why I said like once you're, if you're big enough, then it really doesn't matter. Like, you can do whatever you want. But if you truly want to grow your stuff, then you know you gotta be careful with it. So that being said, I would still like to do it. And whether that's a really good example of someone who does this is Carnage. So Co actually does, he has multiple channels. So, and he does this from a advertiser's standpoint and monetization standpoint. So he will do on his main channel like the popular new titles, like the big releases and stuff like that, and that does incredibly well. When he streams stuff that he just wants to play and he wants to do, and it's much more low key and it's more just whatever, then it's on the regular channel of just not Carnage. And so that's a different tactic. That's probably what it would have to be for me. But then you look at it, well, you're putting the resources into this other channel and stuff like that. It's tough. It's tough. I don't know exactly what that would look like, what I would want to do with it, but I have been really enjoying playing golf and learning and all that stuff. And like, I don't know if that would just be a YouTube thing of just recording and editing. I don't know if that would be better, the live stream stuff. When I've done it, the downside to live streaming when you're playing golf is the attentiveness to chat is a little bit more difficult, because obviously you have to play, and it's not where you're like playing the game where I'm just like, oh, I'm looking at a screen and I can look, 6 inches to the right and there's chat. It's a little bit different. So but I truly would love to do that. Also, I don't know if you just say the hell with it and do it anyway. Like, I don't know what that looks like. That's actually some of the conversations I want to have when I go to GCX this year. There's a lot of people that I want to see me just die to this guy as I'm being tracked. Why is he still able to outrun me when he's in? What is that? What the hell is the point even? Like, you can't. This is the Defiler. Why is the Defiler able to run like 900 miles an hour? Was he still in March? Even though I like... How's that not my KB? Alright, let's go quest room while we can. Yeah, it's like I said, it's just challenging to figure out what works, what doesn't work, Will you stop and hear my accursed tale? Because you don't want to take a gamble and it go bad and then lose any progress. This is unthinkable. Or completely get discouraged too, so. But I don't think that's really an issue for me because I've been doing this for 12 years, so I'm not terribly concerned about it either. Like, just throw the full transparency. Obviously, this is not my main gig, so like, I'm not terribly worried about it either. So, go back to GV and turn some stuff in. We do have some other games that are coming out soon that I'm really excited for, and that could actually change some things up for me too. So like, we've got Dune Awakening in about a month. Yeah, we should be playing in a month. So I'm pretty excited for Dune. Obviously we still have Ashes of Creation too. And then we also have, the zero information Lord of the Rings MMO from Amazon. That's
What do you mean?
still in the works. So there's stuff out there, you know. There's also, I have a big stream coming on May 20th. So it'll be normal stream time, but you guys aren't gonna want to miss that one. That one's gonna be a big stream. Like, I'm talking huge. Huge stream. Oh, I am capped again.
What do you need?
There's something else to spend comms on. I go to TR, I guess. I haven't been to TR in a while because it's like every time I've played in the last couple of weeks, it's been owned by the creeps. Yeah. Especially because it'll be on at a minimum the second iteration of the Azoth engine, which is what it's basically a modified version of Unity, I believe. But who knows? By then, you know, because Azoth engine is actually Lumberyard, which is Amazon's iteration of Unity. But who knows? By then, I mean, they could have flipped it to Unreal. Who knows? I doubt it, since they have their own in-house. And I look at it from the standpoint of, like, New World looked gorgeous. And if you look at it from that standpoint, it's gonna be pretty solid. At least visually, it'll be pretty solid. Now, time will tell what it, you know, what does it have story? What does it have combat-wise? You know, I know a lot of us have said that New World was really the test bed for the Lord of the Rings MMO for a long time. And that's probably true. You know, you start with a safe bet and then you go from there. See, I'm curious why these guys don't despawn either, and they show up on the mini map as active NPCs. It is odd. I don't have anything to turn in here. What do you guys want from me?
Oh, well, Bareth.
House guards
How can I be of service?
and iron. I thought I got iron. Yeah, that was like a year ago, wasn't it? Like, I feel like that was a long time ago at this point. But, you know, thankfully that shouldn't stop like art and design at all. I mean, that's really just, I don't know how you put it, but it's just, it shouldn't really impact them too much not having a. Ooh, sorry. Ugh. Man, Reds cannot catch a break against the Braves. West Tab. All right. Well, it's not too terribly far away, so we should be able to get there. Oh, I'm in a keep, you dummy. You can't mount in a keep. So let me ask you guys this. This goes for anybody. What games do you play when you are not when you're not playing Lotro? What games do you play? And why? Smite 2. All right. I played maybe 2 or 3 hours of the original Smite. It was kind of fun. WoW and Raid Shadow Legends, huh? So let me hide my 183 hours of Baldur's Gate. I mean, realistically, that's not much at all, Morniel, compared to how much you have in Lotro. That was one playthrough. All right. Oblivion Remastered. Okay. Two Worlds. I don't know that one. I kept reading that as 2 words, and I'm like, okay, well, spit it out. What are the 2 words? But that's definitely not what you were saying. I can read, I promise you. Wipe them out. Oh, that's gonna be a little swap back to AoE spec. Ton of World of Tanks warship until it burned out. Okay. Have I played Knights of the Old Republic? Yeah, like a million years ago. So this is what I do. I run into the pile and I just hit things. I'll die. Somebody will res me, and that's it. Oh no, I streamed the Old Republic, not Knights. Yeah. Well, I guess I'm not gonna. So I don't get why you can't use your scroll and your food on your horse. I don't understand that. So the only thing I didn't really like about SWTOR was just like every quest having the Mass Effect style thing with like selecting, and like every time the dude would talk, like my Jedi, okay, my Jedi consular, every time he would talk, they would always do this hand motion to explain what they're doing every single time. And I was like, okay, I don't need every single quest interaction to be this cutscene. I just need to be able to pick up some side quests, like main story, 100% voice acted, all that stuff. So like your class storyline, yes, 100%. Beyond that, no, not necessary. Don't play anything. Oh, I'm sorry. But yeah, I really enjoyed SWTOR PvP. I really wish that like we could get some variation of that in here with like battlegrounds. I would love that in this. Just little 6v6s or something like that. Anything really. I think it'd be great. So, but part of the problem with that is the server caps, or the Moors cap, really. Because it maxes out at about 160. Oh, here comes the flank. Oh no. Oh no. Get me away from them. Ooh, I only need 4 more kill enemy ones. Didn't I go off? They're just sitting out there. Nerves. Well, my Reds will score like 24 runs and then they'll forget how to hit. So I'm kind of there with you, bud. Yeah, I mean the Reds are back under 500 now, I think. Yeah, they're 19 and 20. I'm in a bush. Damn. 21 creeps on. Oh, there's 14 on hit. Jeez. All right. That sucks. Those don't count as defeats because I'm not alive. Oh, a sensor res coming. And yes. Is anybody watching Wheel of Time? Oh, let me go get this. You love Wheel of Time? I just watched the first episode of the 3rd season. Are you all caught up and everything?
It is an insult. By Doran's beard, won't you give me even a moment?
Well, it sounded like from the first episode they weren't going to do that. They weren't going to go to tier. Oh, it's Femto. Don't be in that. Don't want to be in that. Back off a sec. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I just watched the first episode, so been watching Andor. This season was like really slow on Andor, and then finally picking up. Oh, that's fine. I'm very much, you can't spoil anything for me. Like, you could tell me exactly how something goes, and then like when I watch it, I'm still like enthralled by it, like, or annoyed, depending if it was good or bad. Because mainly, like, when I'm in that mode, like when I'm watching a show or when I go to a movie or something like that, that's what I'm in. I don't remember, like, until it happens, like, I don't remember someone telling me that, so it's fine. Like, I want to switch to blue and just go be a pain in the ass right now. this is very chaotic now. There was much chaos, much wind. Oh, that show made me mad. God, I do no damage in blue at all. Yeah, the original Willow movie was fantastic. Ooh, didn't want to use that skill. Oops. What, Willow? This has got me stressing here. Okay, the ward ankle bite is one of the most obnoxious things. Oh, can I? What if I can actually get down and fucking ankle bite? And and I can't interrupt him doing that? I don't think so. That's crap. That's stupid. I'm sorry, but if a dog walks up to me and is biting my ankle, not a dog, if a ward, I wouldn't punch a dog. If a ward comes up and bites my ankles, I'm gonna punch him in the face.
What is the meaning of this? My Torrent beard.
Love my dogs.
Give me even a moment.
Don't watch the show. I don't normally do that. I don't normally tell people to like not watch content, but don't watch that. It's like, it's so disconnected. Holy shit, what was that heal? What's up, Furpan? Greetings from Turkey. Well, hello from the States. How are you doing? I am in a very stressful fight at the moment. Sadly, I'm in blue to stay alive more, so they don't have to heal me as much. And I am not doing a whole lot of damage, but... What's up, Nick? It is in the middle of the Ettenmoors. Oh my god, how is he getting healed through that? No. No, don't leave the premises. I need you to stay. There we go. Yeah, Ghost Leader. I need this guy. There's that one. I'm gonna turn this in again. Yeah, the movie's a classic. The show's trash. Which is really a bummer because, oh, he killed the quest givers. Oh my goodness. It's a shame all the quest givers are dead. And these guys are bugged on us now. I hate when this happens. Really? Was it Disney or was it Prime? Either way. How long do the quest NPCs take to come back? I mean, we're at 3,200. I was like, it's funny you can't even kill these guys, so. I guess I get map back. What's up, Luis? How you doing, buddy? He's just like me. He just runs through. So like, how is he able to? Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Oh no. Here's the tags. Love the horn popping the wargies out. Good back yet? Yes, they are.
This is unthinkable. Is a moment of your time too much to ask?
Okay, I need one more kill quest for the weekly. 27 creeps. God, love it. Let's go. All right, screw it. We're going back to AoE, boys and girls. What's up, Swollen? I'll die in here at least. Tiki, what's happening, buddy? How are we doing? We're fighting the good fight out here tonight, man. Disarm, knocked out. I can't do shit, man. Like, between the ward bite, the disarm, the stun, the knockdown, the explosives, I was like, ah, man. Wild. back, I guess. That was a very long fight. I mean, it's still going on, so it is a very long fight. Capped on comms again. All right, regrouping TR. All right. That was a little stressful right there. Not gonna lie. Whew. This track actually sounds like it could be from LOTRO a little bit. Oh, goodness. Whew. I'm just thinking, like, if it's like this on Thursday night, tomorrow and Saturday night are gonna be wild. What's everybody up to? Get a little break in the action here. Oh wait, which gear do I have on? Okay, I have my DPS stuff on. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Ooh, somebody put out a table? Hell yeah. I need 5 more kills in TA for the week. It's actually kind of a bummer because this is going to reset since I'm turning it in today. It really should have been yesterday, but it don't matter. It don't matter. Alright, gonna get a little saucy here in a minute.
Would you do something for me? How can I be of service?
Felt like we're just tired. I even woke up late today and took a nap in between. I don't like it. I don't like it. Less than 140k to rank.
I have quests in TR to turn in? I don't. No, because I came over here before. No, I don't. I don't even know where we're going at this point. Just swinging around, maybe taking outposts. We have 2 keeps and no outposts. Flippins the outpost? Yes. Wait, it just went away. It was literally in my buff bar just a minute ago. There's the DP post. I mean, I don't think anybody has any use in the moors. It's just whether whether you want to play that class or not. So, I mean, there's like buffs and stuff like that, but I mean, realistically, the guards were for a while doing some pretty decent damage, so I wouldn't be surprised. I don't often see them out here too much because usually you play a guard to tank PvE. That's, you know. Oh, now I have the outnumbered buff again. For those of you who aren't familiar with the outnumbered buff, it is this right here. Lanadol's rallying cry lifts your spirits, causing you to bolster your courage against the overwhelming force of the creatures of Middle-earth. Incoming damage reduced 10. I don't know by how much, but it is. That's all it does. It gives you a damage reduction bonus. What's up, Anderson? There's so much crazy going on. I love it. You just seen a little bit ago, man. It was bonkers.
Hear me out, traveler. My endurance beard. Hear me out, traveler. Is a moment of time too much to ask? This is unthinkable.
Mind my words, traveler. What can I do for you?
Chat, if you guys are new here, make sure you're hitting that follow button up there on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. If you're watching on any of the other platforms, come on over to one of the big ones. It's much better over here. Yo, Vortex, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Oh, I guess we're ported back to GS to VS. That should put me right about 4K.
My father, this is a sad day. What can I do for you?
Do not underestimate my wrath.
Oh, 39.90.
What do you need?
Oh, let's see what we got. Midnight. Yeah. If you could fix anything on LOTRO, what would it be? I think honestly it would be PvP. Oops. Not mean to do that. Go back to my monitor. That's not what I want either. Odin, thanks for the follow, buddy. A completely smooth Ettenmoors no matter the numbers would be kind of crazy. Understand what this is doing. There we go. Yeah, but I would say, let's see. Okay, so if I could fix anything in LOTRO, what would it be? I would say it's just PvP as a collective unit. I think the classes should be mirrored across both sides. So like the Reaver should be the champion, like absolutely. It should just be the same thing. And much easier to balance then, because it is balanced inherently, because it is you're fighting what the classes are. So if there is a class stack issue, then it exists on both sides. I would love to still see battlegrounds, arenas, like a full PvP experience. Like, yes, you can come out here. We don't have to have the roam the full the full world, you know, PvP. We don't have to have that, but having the Ettenmoors be smooth and have purpose would be great. But then also having arenas where you could really like ratchet the intensity up a little bit more. And because I loved doing arenas in World of Warcraft. Me and Brant did a lot of arenas, and it was so much fun. Just duos arenas, oh my gosh, it was so fun. But then the battleground stuff, just like kind of that story driven encounter was nice. Yeah, be interesting to see fleshed out monster play, like leveling and questing as a monster but everywhere. I mean, I think you would effectively, so like some zones I don't think would work, or effectively every zone would have to have twice the stuff in it, which if you think about it would make this game even more massive. Yeah, I think that would be the biggest thing. Because I people will disagree with it, but the experience that I've had in other MMOs has been that the people who do, even though it's a smaller subset of the population, like, put it this way. You look at World of Warcraft, and everybody always looks at World of Warcraft as kind of this shining example of an MMO. And there's other ones that have, you know, pretty exemplary things about them, but you know, at one point, what did WoW have, like 14 million players or something like that? It's like incredible, just insane. So you look at it from the standpoint of what they do with PvP. They've had the arena tournament for years and years and years. It's only been the last like 7 years, I think, that they've had the Mythic Dungeon Invitational, which is like the PvE one. But realistically, those people have the mindset of PvP when they're doing that. Realistically. Yeah, so the Arena Invitational, is it? What is it? Is it? Arena World Championships. So yeah, so if you look at WoW, for example, they do this. Now this was just posted on March 31st of this year, so it's coming back. And it's a whole bracketed thing. Look, the War Within Grand Finals, whoever wins that is winning $200,000. Okay, like, so you have to think about it. There is such a draw across all of the social media spectrum for PvP, much less for PvE. Now, on the flip side of that, there are a lot more people playing PvE that could not care less about all the other stuff that's going on. They don't care about forums, they don't care about discords, they don't care about patch notes, they don't care about developer interviews, they don't care about, you know what, I just want to log in and play this fun game that I know how to play, and that's all that matters. But from the business side of it and what draws in revenue, is it going to be the person? No, okay, this is always talking. It's like talking like a Sith in absolutes here, which I don't do, because here's the circumstance. You have two players. Again, this is a very extreme circumstance here. You have two players. One of them is a predominantly PvE player, and the other is a predominantly PvP player. The game is free to play, and there are payable options in the game for things. Not necessarily pay to win, but there are payable options. 9 times out of 10, I'm putting money on the person that is a PvP player is going to spend more money. Even if it's not a option that will make them better, if they can look cool doing it when they're kicking somebody's ass or getting their ass kicked, big. So now obviously LOTRO has a totally different segment of the population with its RPers and stuff like that, the people that are doing things like Weatherstock and just the RP community as a whole. What is... Okay, is there... Are they actually fighting down here? But see, that's kind of where I am. Like, PvP has a much larger draw externally, I think PvE has a much larger draw internally. So if you were to post a clip, actually, here's a very prime example. I got you. Oh, that was you, as you firing off some lightning over here? Is that you on the dummies or something? I have a good example for you. Call of Duty. You have two content creators that have the exact same following, same amount of views, all that kind of stuff. The creator that posts a clip from the story mode, from the campaign, they post a clip from there. And then you have somebody playing that's doing multiplayer or Warzone, and they're playing in CDL. And they both post a clip. Which one gets more views? 100% it's going to be the CDL, which is the COD tournament. That's just like without question. So there are some inherent flaws with the way LOTRO's PvP is set up. One, not having mirrored classes. Two, there are caps out here. I think it caps out about 80 versus 80 is about where it is, give or take. And like pretty much when you close in on even 50 to 60 players out here, it can get a little dicey. Like it was doing pretty well earlier when we were out there. So, but that's something I think is largely ignored. I know there are a couple developers within SSG that do like PvP, but it will never be a focus of this game. It will 100% be a passion project or a side project. It will never ever be a focus. And sadly, it comes with a double-edged sword, because even if you maxed out, okay, so obviously we're gonna have 6 servers, but like the 4 servers, the 4 64-bit servers, if you took that, okay, and it was full 80 on 80 out here at all times, okay, so what, you got 160 people on a server that are playing in PvP maximum. Okay, so basically what that means, if we have our 160 players and we have our 4 servers, what's that, 640 is the maximum amount of people that can PvP in the game at any time. But then the server caps as a whole being I think it's around 2,000. Isn't that where we started seeing the login queues is around 2,000? Is that where it is? I'm gonna say that's close. But even now, okay, so non-anonymous, right? And we have 701 people. Even if there were 160 players out here right now, still gonna be 600 or what, 540? Yeah, it's gonna be 540 that are just in PvE. Okay, so it's kind of an inherent flaw to say like, well, not enough people PvP in the game, but the architecture of the game doesn't allow for it to be more than that. It will always be at a disadvantage. It will always come in behind PvE. It never will have an opportunity to do more than that, because it has no chance to. Architecturally, it can't. It can never compete with that. So say you're at 2,000 players on. Okay, well, 160 of those are out here in PvP. All right. So then what is that then? That's 1,840 that are doing PvE. So the more people are logged on, even percentage based, I think you see where I'm going with this. It's like it's they've never given it an opportunity to succeed because they don't need it to. And with it all being free to play now, really doesn't matter. Because you can't even make the business case for it anymore, of saying like, well, all the people who PvP are VIP players, so like they're actually monetizing the game a little bit better. Now it's free to play, so that's not even the case. So it's crazy when you look at it that way. I would just like to see, like, let us test something. Let us test an arena. Just one. Just give me one map. You could even take the area that you won't be able to see it because my head's in the way. It's right where my head is on the map. Right here on the map. Right here. There was a castle section out there, or there was a for a long time there was literally nothing, and then they brought the circular arena out there, and now there is like an actual castle ruins out there. So the reason I mention that is just you could do like invisible wall around that. The only way to get in is to port in and port out with a, you know, some type of either the porting system or flags or whatever. And if you wanted to watch, you could go up there, but the invisible walls would actually prevent, you know, inadvertent skills and shit like that. I mean, both. I would like to see the battlegrounds would actually be story driven, very much like SWTOR's. Are they battlegrounds in there? Is that what they're... Yeah, that's right, Pont. War zone. Theirs are called war zones. Yes, Garrett. That's correct. Yeah, and I do miss the, you know, the, okay, here's a perfect example, and one that I can actually just correlate directly to a war zone in the Old Republic. So the one in the Old Republic that I can think that would actually directly link up with Lord of the Rings Online would be the Void Star. Wasn't it the Void Star? Yeah, the Super Dreadnought. Yeah, it was a round-based war zone that takes place in the derelict Imperial battle cruiser. Okay, so the way this one worked is there's the ship that is out in space, and both the Imperials and the Republic show up. They find it at the same time, and you land on opposite sides of the ship, and then you fight over the reactor core, and whoever gets to the reactor core in the fastest amount of time get the Void Star. And so basically you have the attackers and defenders. And then, so if you're attacking and you get there in, you know, we'll just say 3 minutes, you flip sides, and then you have to be able to get the reactor in less amount of time to win. So, and that's how that goes. Where I think that would directly correlate to Lord of the Rings Online would be as if you took Trouble in Tuckbaroo and made that a, you know, skirmishes should be basically the equivalent of war zones. So that one for me would look like, you know, the creeps have already, you know, taken the Great Smeal, and then you basically have the exact same setup as it is right now for one side, and then you flip it as them defending it when they lost it. So like that would already be perfect for it. I think it's a big enough space, and there's actually capture points along the way, and that's how it was for the Void Star. You actually had to activate like shields and bridges and stuff like that to make it to the core, and you fought over them. It would work perfectly for this, and all the assets are already there. You already have the instance finder. You just have to find a way to link that up on the creep side. You already have so many of the things, and it's like just reconfiguring it in a way to make it work. And I would love to see a test on it. And it's like something like that. It's like, who do I have to, like, how much would it cost to get a prototype of that? How much would it cost? But then you always hear the thing is like, you know, I need to be able to carve out time to do it. It's like, well, you know, I don't understand the hierarchy of what and when and why. Like, why do we have to have this done by this time? It's like, why is this a priority right now? Like, why were engineering cycles put in this? But here's the good news. There's actually some good news coming from LOTRO right now. Do you guys know what the single biggest use of engineering time has been for the last like couple years? Do you guys know what it was? What do you think the largest amount of engineering time, not design, engineering, has gone to? Not housing. $64-bit servers. Getting all that stuff to work was what. Yeah, server performance. So 64-bit servers, the merges, setting up new data centers, all that good stuff. That's done now. So they can actually put other resources into other aspects of the game now that maybe we wouldn't have otherwise had or didn't have the resources for in the first place. Now they might. So it's something to consider. So, but look, I have to work in the morning. It is almost 12:30, and I got to get up at 6:45. So it is fast approaching here. So team, I got to get off of here for tonight. Depending, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow night, but I might try to get on and do a little bit more PvP tomorrow. See if it's a little crazy out here, which it might. Friday nights might actually be kind of wild. Bring back the old Friday night fights. So I'm gonna get out of here for right now, guys. I want to thank all you guys for watching across all the platforms that I'm on. So if you're over on anything like YouTube, TikTok, X, Instagram, take a moment, come on over to Twitch, drop a follow, subscribe on any of the platforms that you're on as well. So yeah. You guys all have a good one, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cool? All right. Later.